Republicans up against a widening generation gap as young voters tend to lean toward the Democrats. Our next guest is 17 years old, not even old enough to vote yet, and still hoping to change all of that. His name is Brilyn Hollyhand, and he has been recruited to co-chair the RNC's new Youth Advisory Council, which he says is working to meet young voters where they are, and that is online. And he joins us now. Hi, Brilyn.
Good morning, Ainsley. Thanks for having me on.
You have a great story, Brilyn. Good morning. You can't even vote, and you want to get so involved in this. Tell us why.
Yes, ma'am. Absolutely. You know, I just turned 17 this summer. I'll be turning 18 next summer, just in time to vote in one of the most important elections in our country's history. You know, my generation, Gen Z and millennials, will be the largest voting group in 2024. We cannot be overlooked if the Republican Party wants any shot at success. You know, 3 out of 4 people in my generation are not affiliated with any political party. Those are undecided voters that are seeing the disastrous economy that Joe Biden has led. Those are undecided voters that know that it was cheaper to fill up their tank of gas, to go eat out with their friends, to go on a road trip when Donald Trump was in office. You know, I've spent the last back-to-back weeks traveling on the campaign trail. 1 week at the Iowa State Fair in Des Moines and another week in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. I had the first debate. While I was there, I found Gen Z voters on the streets and I asked them what issues were most important to them. Every single Gen Z voter I talked to said the economy was the most important issue to them going into this election. Every single one.
Really?
You know, this is an issue that's not just affecting my parents and my grandparents, it's hurting us as well. My generation is going to remember that when we go to the ballot box next year.
Yeah, and you make a good point. You say Republicans really need to do a better job of focusing on millennials or Gen Zs by going online and having social media campaigns. What advice do you have? How do they do that?
Yeah, absolutely. So after the midterms last fall, I wrote this article titled "The GOP Must Address the Elephant in the Room, Gen Z." I put that out in January, and a few days later, I got a call from Ronna McDaniel, the RNC party chairwoman. We started, you know, some conversations after that about what was really needed, where the party was lacking in our engagement with, you know, the youth vote. Since then, I've been brought on to co-chair this inaugural RNC Youth Advisory Council. And our big thing is, like you said, been meeting youth voters where they are online, connecting, getting education out online through social media, letting my generation know how to register to vote, where they need to vote, you know, how to be voting on election, to make a plan to do that. So that's been our focus.
Well, Brilyn, I have a feeling we're going to be voting for you one day. You're only 17, but you'll be able to vote in the presidential election, right?
Yes, ma'am. I'm looking forward to it. And, you know, everybody's focus is on this presidential election, but the message I've been trying to get out is it's just as important that we, you know, regain the Senate next fall and we you know, keep control of the House as well.
Yeah. Brilyn, you are just so impressive. Thank you for visiting with us this morning. I know you said you were at the Iowa State Fair, which is in Des Moines. We're right in a suburb of Des Moines, and it's such a beautiful state fair. If you ever want to take your family, it's so clean. Isn't it clean? I was so impressed. So let's go talk to some